Give me the next 3 minutes and I'm going to outline a simple script that only takes 15 minutes a week to implement, and it's going to solve 99% of your communication issues with your wife, as well as reduce all the regular habitual conflicts that most marriages encounter. My name is Joel Evan. I'm a best-selling author, former first responder, and I've been with my wife for 15 years, and I have 2 young boys. And after 10 years of marriage, my marriage was on the brink of divorce, but I was able to radically change it in just 3 months. Now, here's the crazy thing. Prior to changing my marriage and fatherhood, I was already a life coach. I was already someone who had invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in personal development and had done 4 years of therapy, had done neurofeedback, and yet my marriage was still terrible. And I thought I had done it all. I really felt like there was nothing else left to be done. And I had reached this point where I really believed that my wife and kids were the problem, and there was nothing else left to be done. But I was wrong. And I realized that after my transformation, that there was an actual framework or system that you could replicate with all men, because marriage is a skill and so is fatherhood. And just like going to the gym to get fit or starting a business, you need the right skills and strategies and consistent follow through to achieve long lasting success. And that's what I'm on a mission to do, to help men build unshakable marriages and deeper connection with their kids. Now, most men that I meet, they're entrepreneurs, they're go-getters, they're alphas. They are out crushing in their business and maybe even in their life, and they're trying to change the world, but they're struggling in their marriage and family life. And along this journey, most guys are hit with the realization that they have zero connection with their wife and kids, and they don't even know where to start. Typically, their wives are going to say something like, "I care for you, but I just don't love you." And the real issue is lack of effective communication, lack of leadership skills, emotional resilience in managing the family and the dynamics. Now, most guys believe the issue to stem from other things like financial stress or lack of time, or they're just incompatible now with their spouse. But the reality is, guys, it's these repeated conflicts or lack of regular communication with your spouse that is reinforcing that belief or that idea that you are fundamentally incompatible or that your relationship is irreparably damaged. And so I hear things all the time like, "My wife and I have just grown apart. We just have different priorities now. We just can't seem to find common ground." And that's why I created something that I call the spousal check-in, because it does two things. Number one, it prioritizes communication, which is probably severely lacking in your relationship. You also get leadership points in your relationship for showing your wife that you actually care about the relationship and are interested in going a little bit deeper and asking more than those usual surface level questions like, "How was your day?" or "How'd you sleep last night?" The second thing is most guys are terrible communicators. I know, I used to be one. And I give you my word for word script that is designed to not allow for the other person to blame or criticize you. That's why I would avoid a lot of conversations. And so this creates a ton of connection without the fear of there being some type of blowout. One of the easiest ways that you can restore connection and intimacy and cut off a lot of that regular bickering is by having regular check-ins that don't end up in more arguments or resentment. And so again, that's why I've created a step-by-step checklist that gives you the exact same framework I use, and it's worked for hundreds of guys before you. So you can use the checklist, and all you need to do is once a week, and it only takes 15 minutes. So if you're interested in this free resource, simply drop me a line below the video and I'll get it to you.